Emily was 9 when she first held a real racket. The coach at the cracked public courts in her small Ohio town let her borrow it for an hour, and she spent the whole time chasing balls that ricocheted off chain-link fences. Her shoes were hand-me-downs, soles flapping like loose teeth. She didn't care. Every missed shot felt like a promise she intended to keep. By 12, she was sneaking onto the university courts at dawn, serving against the brick wall until her shoulder burned and the groundskeeper chased her off. Her mother worked double shifts at the diner. Her father had vanished years earlier. Emily kept a notebook of every pro match she watched on the library's ancient TV, scribbled diagrams of footwork, grip pressure, spin angles. She taped the pages above her bed like battle plans. At 15, a scout from a Florida academy saw her dismantle the state's top junior in a regional final. The scholarship offer came with one condition: leave home, now. Emily packed a duffel and boarded a Greyhound with $43 and a racket strung with duct tape. The academy was brutal. Drills from 5 a.m. to noon, weights until her hands blistered, video sessions where coaches replayed her errors in slow motion. She slept only 4 hours a night and dreamed of yellow fuzz. She lost early matches, badly, then studied the losses harder than the wins. By 17, she cracked the ITF Junior Top 10. By 19, she turned pro and vanished into the challenger circuit's dust and heat. The climb was a slow bleed. She won a $25,000 in Tunisia on red clay that chewed her knees raw. Lost a final in Thailand when cramps locked her calf at 5-5 in the third. Flew economy with ice bags on both hips, eating peanut butter from plastic knives. All of the sponsors ignored her. The rankings crawled, 412 to 298 to 187 up to 103. Each notch cost cartilage and sleep. At 22, she entered Wimbledon qualifying with a wild card and a ranking of 89. The grass was alien, low skids, bad bounces, the ball dying at her feet. She won 3 rounds just to reach the main draw, then upset the world number 12 in the second round on a tiebreak that lasted 26 points. The center court crowd barely noticed her name. The quarters paired her against Valeria Sokolov, the defending champion, a 6'1" Russian with a serve that hummed like a hornet. Emily had never played on court 1. The turf was worn bald in patches. The afternoon sun slanted under the roof and turned the air thick. First set, Sokolov broke at love, then held for 3-0. Emily's returns floated long, her feet stuck in the slick baseline. She lost the set 6-2 in 29 minutes. In the locker room, her coach said nothing, just handed her a towel and pointed to the court. Emily stared at the grass stains on her socks and remembered the chain-link fences back home. Second set. Emily started returning from 2 feet inside the baseline, taking the ball on the rise. The crowd murmured. She broke in the third game when Sokolov shanked a backhand into the tramlines. At 4-4, 30-40, Emily chased a drop shot, slid knees first, and flicked a backhand winner crosscourt while sprawled on the grass. The stadium gasped. She won the set 6-4 on a net cord that kissed the tape and died in the corner. Third set, the light faded, floodlights buzzed on. Both women dripped sweat. Emily's thighs trembled. At 2-2 deuce, Sokolov crushed an overhead that Emily somehow dug out with a desperate lunge, racket frame clattering, ball looping high. Sokolov smashed again. Emily blocked it back, then ripped a forehand down the line that painted the sideline chalk. Break point. The crowd roared like surf. Emily held for 4-2, then faced a triple break point at 4-3. First serve, ace 118 miles per hour down the center line. Second, Sokolov framed a return long. Third, Emily wrong-footed her with a slice backhand that skidded and stayed low. Sokolov's volley sailed wide. Hold, 5-3. Serving for the match at 5-4. First point, Emily's kick serve jams into Sokolov's body. Weak return, forehand winner, 15-love. Second, Sokolov rips a backhand crosscourt. Emily dives, gets the racket on it. Ball clips the net and drops dead for a winner. 30-love. Third, double fault, racket toss too high, ball into the net. 30-15. Fourth, Sokolov attacks second serve, approaches net. Emily lobs, perfect height, lands on the baseline. Sokolov scrambles, smashes overhead. Emily anticipates, takes it early, passes her down the line. 40-15, championship point. The stadium held its breath. Emily bounced the ball 4 times, exhaled. Serve, wide slice, pulling Sokolov off court. Weak slice return. Emily stepped in, uncoiled a forehand inside out, flat, vicious, arrowing into the open court. The ball kissed the line and spun away. Sokolov's racket hung in the air too late. Game, set, match. Emily dropped her racket, fell to her knees and pressed her forehead to the grass. The roar crashed over her like a wave. She was 22, ranked 89th at the start of the fortnight, now the Wimbledon champion. The trophy felt colder and heavier than she'd imagined. When they called her name, she looked up at the sky, grey, English, endless, and saw the chain-link fences of Ohio flickering behind her eyes. She smiled, teeth white against the green, and whispered to no one, "Told you I'd keep the promise."